And then you even think to yourself, what's happening to me? You begin to think to yourself, what on earth is happening to me? The good person that I was, all of a sudden I have now turned into this monster. Brothers and sisters thinking to themselves, khalas, I've ruined my life. What happened to me? And they're crying on the phone. They're crying in the voice note. The brother is selling drugs. The sister has stripped her hijab off her head. She's dressing like some of these women who go to the nightclubs. But she knows deep inside that this is what? Only going to lead her astray and take her to the pits of the hellfire. And even when you take this path, and I think I said this yesterday as well, don't think that a lot of these individuals are happy. Wallahi guys, they are spiritually empty. Just the other day I sent a link to my little brother. I sent him a link of a rapper. How old was this rapper? 20 years old. 20 years old, what has he done? He's committed suicide. Why would a rapper who has the world at his feet, he has all the money, why would he go and commit suicide? 20-year-old. I sent it to my little brother, just showing him, because me and him always have this conversation. Also before that, I sent him a video of this brother, very well known, who compiled little clips of all of these very well-known YouTubers. All of these very well-known YouTubers, rappers, all saying the exact same thing. What are they saying? I was so much more happier when I didn't have fame and when I didn't have all of this money. Many of them start having these suicidal thoughts, spiritually empty. Fatah Allahu alayk. A lot of these individuals, they're looking for spiritual contentment. This is something that money can't buy. To have that qina'a in your heart, that contentment, the happiness inside of your heart, wallahi guys, is something that money can't buy. So after they attain and they acquire all of this money, all of this dunya, they're constantly asking themselves, what is next? I'm still not happy. I'll tell you guys of one of my relatives, a sister. She was living the life. Wallahi al-azim, she said to me, sometimes she would go on a shopping spree where she would spend over 10,000 pounds each time. Filthy rich. Imagine having a card that is unlimited. She buys all of the designer bags, all of these very well-known labels that are out there. You name it. 10,000 pounds each time, imagine that. She brings all of this stuff home. And wallahi qalat li bifamiha. She said to me with her own mouth, me having all of this, I would cry myself to sleep. So after now she's acquired all of this, she's asking herself the question, what do I do next? She said, maybe I need to now get plastic surgery in order for me to be happy. Why? Because all of these celebrities, that's what they do, right? And a lot of these celebrities, they are not happy. All of these individuals that I mentioned earlier, there is videos of them, what are they saying? I'm not happy. And some of them eventually they commit suicide. So I said to my little brother, Ibrahim, may Allah Azza wa Jalla preserve him, what do you think of this? Because it shows that they are leading double lives. A lot of these guys that we're so attracted to, that we listen to, that we give precedence to over Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they show you a face in public and then behind closed doors the guy is depressed. This is the haqiqah. This is the reality. What is missing? That spirituality that money can't buy, which you will only acquire through what? Your deen. You having Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is why Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, whoever now loves other than Allah Azza wa Jalla, yani he prefers other than Allah Azza wa Jalla over Allah himself, لا بد أن يضره محبوبه. It is bound to hurt him and harm him sooner or later. Prioritizing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over everything else. Fatah Allah alayk. You're bound to be hurt. And I gave them the example of a woman or a little girl that engages in these haram relationships. What is Allah Azza wa Jalla saying to this girl? وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا. Don't come close to a zina. She chose to put Allah Azza wa Jalla to the side. Let me go and do what I want. How does her relationship end up? Heartbroken. And then who does she message? Du'at online saying, please, what do you advise me? I feel heartbroken, I've just been hurt. What can I do now to ease my pain? And likewise, those who prefer their businesses and their work over what Allah Azza wa Jal wants from them. Allah is telling you to pray, even if you're at work. But what do? They give precedence to what the people might think if I were to pray in front of them. Even if it is in a little room. So they don't. What happens later on? It might be that he loses his job. That which he preferred over Allah Azza wa Jal has left him now what? Hurt and heartbroken.